And you went to the Big E, didn't you, Bryant? You did.
And guess what? Aaliyah and some other Channel 3 people were at the Durham Fair.
Yes, I was there as well. And it was not a pleasant day, I will tell you. I mean, the fair was great. The food was excellent. It's a fair, but in terms of the weather, it was, if you went, you know. But let's take a live look outside in Waterbury, because this is what it looked like out there. Even towards Durham, most of Middlesex County, parts of New London County. This drizzle and mist has been continuing for most of the day today. Temperatures, look at that in Waterbury, 58 degrees. Through New Haven, notice off in the distance, those clouds out there, low visibility at times, still some mist and drizzle as well. 64 degrees, so slightly more mild, but in no way is it a warm day out there. Through Hartford, this is the almanac. Notice the temperature, once again, well above average for the overnight, and about exactly where we should be for the daytime high, 69. The average high temperature this time of year is 70. Temperatures out there right now, everybody's in those 60s with the exception of Torrington and Waterbury, already down in the 50s. Temperatures cool off tonight about another 5 to near 10 degrees by morning, so cooler than what we've seen the last several nights. And the relative humidity, this is a good indication of who's seeing that mist and drizzle, who's seeing clouds, and who's seeing maybe even some rays of sunshine farther towards the north through Windsor Locks, maybe through parts of Tolland, Vernon, and points to the north. That's with the dew point in the 60s, or the relative humidity, I should say. 70s, mostly cloudy, but these 90s through Chester, still around the Durham Fair, as well as in Waterbury, you see what it looked like out there, that mist and drizzle still continuing, even a bit in New Haven with those high dew points, and the temperatures very close to one another. And notice, this is where the Durham Fair is, and throughout most of the day today, notice the green shading there indicating some of those showers, that drizzle, and that mist. But if we zoom out, we'll notice in terms of the temperatures, there's 60s and 70s even farther towards the west. We'll get into some of that the middle part of the week. Technically, tomorrow is the last day of September. So when we start October, go about 2 weeks out, and we're forecasting finally by then cooler temperatures. Those start, though, you'll see them in the end of our first alert 7-day forecast. Satellite and radar across the Northeast still shows this is the residual remnants from Helene, which is still bringing showers to parts of the Midwest and the Mid-Atlantic. That will continue for the next couple of days before finally making its way out well south of Connecticut. Tropical formation shows an area that we're watching in the Western Caribbean could make its way back into the Gulf of Mexico, and one area way out farther towards the west, but there's still Tropical Storm Joyce, Tropical Storm Isaac, and a new area. This is Tropical Depression number 12, expected over the next several days to become a hurricane, and then a major Category 3 hurricane by the end of the week, with winds at that point possibly as high as 120 miles per hour. Does not look to pose a risk to the United States, though. First alert futurecast, some clearing for most of us by midnight. Clouds come back by morning, though, on your Monday, expecting mostly cloudy skies. And then for Tuesday, later on in the day, can't rule out the slightest chance of a sprinkle, but looking less and less likely. And then even into Wednesday, starting the day off dry, maybe the chance of a spot shower late day, though. Forecast lows tonight, lower to mid-50s. That mist and drizzle comes to an end for tomorrow. We're talking mid-70s for most of us, but mostly cloudy skies. Your first alert 7-day forecast, less of a chance for rain on Tuesday, better chance on Wednesday, but still very low chance. We're talking less than 10%. Better for Thursday and Friday, sunshine by then. And Bryant, take a look at next weekend, Saturday night into Sunday, mid-40s. And then for a high on Sunday, 67 degrees. That is finally going to feel like what it should this time of year with mostly sunny skies.